Today we're going to share some information that you're going to want to know before buying an oceanfront property here in Oregon. We have a lot of really beautiful beaches. We're going to share a couple examples of what you can buy just at a couple of these popular beach towns, just so you have a feel for what things are going for, because we work with a lot of relocation clients, people who are moving here to Oregon from all over the world. We love it so much. If that's you, by the way, feel free to reach out anytime. We'd love to work with you as well. I'll put our contact information below. But we are a husband and wife real estate team, and we're just here to share some information that you might want to know if you're going to buy in Oregon.
Now, there is like a misconception, though, with beach towns in Oregon specifically. If you're from like California or Miami or Florida, excuse me, not Miami specifically. I don't know why I said that one, but these beach towns are a lot smaller than you might think.
Yeah.
Okay, which is good, which is a lot of the reason why the older community always invests in these properties. And now what really makes these good investments is they make terrific Airbnbs, VRBOs, and rentals. And a lot of the time here in Oregon, it's seasonal, right? So you can have your Arizona property, you can have your Florida property, you can have your California property. Now let's add the portfolio to have an Oregon beach town property. Yeah. These towns are a lot smaller than you might think, though. School district wise, if you're just a regular Joe and you're not really worried about the retirement life, these schools are generally going to be a lot smaller. Yeah. They're the 3A or 4A divisions. Some of them are even the 2A divisions. And what I mean by that is Oregon goes off a system 1 through 6. If that gives you an idea, 3 and 4.
Of the size. It has to do with how big the school is.
So that is something that you shall consider. And one of my favorite beach towns, though, that I have pulled up is Seaside. I like Seaside because the walkability of it. Yeah. It's very, very walkable.
I think it's just the funnest or the most fun beach, just because in the summer at least there's just more going on. Yeah, things for families. Miss Oregon is held there every single summer, by the way. So it's just a fun town.
You got an ex-pageant. Yes. What do you call that? A pageantess?
Pageantess? Contestant? I don't know.
Contestant.
Okay. So a couple things before we share what the costs are going to be, or just like an idea of what you can get right now in these different areas. So first off, there is a difference between a beach house and a beachfront property. Okay. But don't close yourself off to the idea of a off-beach property or condo a couple blocks from the beach, because if you are willing to walk a couple blocks to the beach, you could definitely get a lot more for your money in most of these towns. And then my next piece of advice would be choosing what beach town to purchase in. Oregon has a lot of really great beaches. We're only going to share share what's going on in 3 different of these towns, but Oregon has a lot of great beaches. So my advice would be to narrow down your list of possible destinations and maybe take a trip to check out the area yourself and ensure that everything you have researched is true and accurate before you purchase your home. So, we work with a lot of people who, like I said earlier, we work with a lot of people who are moving to Oregon from all over, and many of them have never been to Oregon. So, and many of them never come to Oregon until after they close on their home. So it's always our goal to do, the best job at sharing the true facts, the information, the school rating, the crime rating, a good video of the outside of the home and the street that it's on, just so there's no surprises. But this is something that, if possible, you might want to come out here first.
And
so,
to be honest, Mariah, how often do you go to Oregon's beach?
What do you mean? How often do I go to the beach?
How often do you go to the beach?
I don't really go to the beach that
You're
often.
an Oregonian.
Yeah, but we don't live, so we're only about an hour, I'd say, from the nearest.
But give us pointers for our viewers. Maybe you guys are out of state. Why maybe is it that you don't visit the beach that much?
Because it rains in Oregon. But some people love, there are people that live
different
here.
Personalities.
Yes, there's people that live in Oregon and they love the Oregon coast when it's raining because it's just so beautiful, and there's a lot of cozy coffee shops in a lot of these towns, and a lot of people love the Oregon beach, even if it's year round. I'm not one of them.
Yeah.
I'm not one of them.
It's just a personal trait. So there's nothing against our beaches.
No,
but we as individuals, I would say it's pretty rare that we do beach days. And we are Oregonians. We live about 45 minutes from the beach. Yeah. And the simple truths of it is our ocean's cold. It's usually wet and rainy. But if you're into fishing, crabbing, excellent. And that's usually the times I do go to
for
the
food.
Oregon coast because you have excellent seafood options.
I go for the food. So
Okay,
anyway,
so can we get on to Seaside? Is that okay with you?
Seaside's the first one, the funnest town in my opinion.
Pickings are slim. Okay, now keep in mind these towns are a little smaller. Seaside, yes, there's more to do. Yes, there's a downtown area. The restaurants are great. They have a world mark for people that have what's it called, a timeshare. So one of those, that is one of the better world marks, I do believe, on the Oregon coast. Because you are right there on the beach, on the ocean. Everything's walkable. So you get to park your car, and then the rest is on you. There's no more driving for vacation, which is fabulous. Now, this home, it is directly across from the beach, and it's about a 3-minute walk, it says, and it's listed at $535,000.
It's a condo.
Now, thank you. I was going to get to that.
Okay. Well, you just called it a home. So
condos are homes. Come on.
But you know.
Now, so it's a condo. Thank you, Mariah, and it's a 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,200 square foot home condo. So let's talk about HOAs. How much HOA is that going to be for you per month? That is going to be, if I can get to it. Man, this listing agent did not provide me with an HOA. So that means I would have to call them. So if that is something that interests you, though, let us know and I can make that call.
Yeah.
I assume it's going to be probably $400 to $600. There is a parking garage, which is excellent for you guys.
That's cool.
Now, this property, it is walkable to the beach, but it's not the actual beach. Wah, wah, wah. It's a waterfront property. So you know how there's in tide and out tide? Well, this is only going to get you when it's an in tide. So it's one of those creek rivers accessing to the ocean. So I was viewing photos and it was kind of misleading off the listing.
But it's still in Seaside and you still have water.
Everything's walkable.
Maybe not the water you were wanting, but you still have water right there.
Condo
it's still a pretty view.
Condo was built
it's a beautiful
in,
view.
Let's see, 2008. So now what's the next beach town you want to talk about?
Let's talk about Lincoln City, and then we'll share something in Gold Beach, and then
Lincoln City is one of my family members, also known as Grammy. That's her favorite beach, or I guess beach
Really?
town.
What? Why? Do you know why?
She just really loves Lincoln City. I couldn't tell you why. There may be a casino there. Who knows?
I'm pretty sure there is.
Grandma's a gambler?
No, I'm pretty sure there is one, like in the town. I think there is one.
Okay.
I've been there.
I see a really nice property here, and it's for $700,000. And this one is beachfront, guys. This isn't a condo. Actually, this is a condo. Excuse me.
This isn't a condo.
It's a chalet. It's a chalet. Okay. So it's a 2-person chalet, I would like to call it.
It doesn't look like a typical condo, like where it's in a condominium building.
It's built by Beechwood, which is more of a dry, kind of rusticy look. And it does have a single-car garage, which is pretty nice. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath. And let's keep going to see if there's even a back deck.
What do we have for square footage?
That's what I'm looking for. It's 1,342 square feet. 1,342 square feet.
It doesn't look super, super updated.
No, it's simple.
Yeah, it's simple, but
the one thing that bothers
updated.
me with these type of builds is the angling of the roofs. They're very angled, so I guess steep, you could say. So it makes everything like pointy when you're on the inside. So like, say you're a tall person, a tall individual. This bothers me to the max, because if you're 6'5", 6'3" guy, you're always hitting your head, especially if you get up to the second story master bedroom. But that one's $700,000, and this is on Gleneden Beach, and one of the better beaches you can really be on, and it's more private. I would say it's more secluded, which is always nice if you're at that retirement level. You always want that peace. I always want to hear the roar of the ocean, not pumping music when I'm at the coast, because I want to relax and I want to get away and escape, because Oregon is known for its nature.
Yeah, it is. 1969 is when that was built. Okay, now let's do one from Gold Beach.
Oh, Gold Beach. Gold Beach is
Haven't
one of
been there
those
I haven't been to
small
that town in a while.
towns that I was talking about. That's a 2A school, very small. They were known for their wrestling
Really?
quite a while back. I have not seen a Gold Beach wrestler in quite some time. But I would just know that because I love to participate in Oregon wrestling.
There's nothing.
Let's see. I'm going to switch up some criteria. I got one, guys.
Okay.
I found one.
There's not much for sale in Gold Beach right now, guys.
Yeah, there's two of them. So one is 920 square feet. The other is 900 square feet. But there does look to have a tennis court in one of them.
And before you share these, you can get it already. Well, before we do this one, just a little information also. If you're someone who is thinking about moving to Oregon and the area that you're thinking about is in an area that we maybe don't cover or go to, because there's a lot of beaches like all over Oregon, some like right by California, like all over. Contact us still. We'd love to still do a buyer consultation, get your questions answered, and then point you to a solid realtor we are affiliated with that can do a really great job for you. And we'll make sure of that. So.
Now, by the looks of this one, I really love it because I just know the area. It's by far a lot better, more secluded, and you're going to get more for you bang for your buck here. Now, the unit itself, it's a little outdated. It was built in 1982, big whoop, 900 square feet, but it's only $450,000. And if you look at beachfront properties, especially like throughout the Oregon coast, for a residential home, you can be getting very, very outpriced. It's like $700,000+ for the beginner. Yeah. So beachfront properties are gold. They are valuable because you can use them for multiple uses. Yeah. And that's going to create you more income over time. But if you don't care about that, it's more about, like I mentioned, the view, the luxury, listening to the ocean, and just having silence and peace of mind is my ideal beach day. But $450,000 will get you a 2-bed, 1-bath, 900 square feet. The HOA is $493. So that's
monthly?
Right. Yep, monthly. And that's right in line with kind of what
but you have a tennis court.
And you do have amenities such as pool, tennis court, great parking, and your own private beach, which is pretty neat. Yeah. But you will need to update this unit.
Yeah, it's outdated. Awesome. Well, thank you for tuning in today. If you watch this video all the way through, be sure to head over to our channel. We have a handful of different playlists that you might find value from, and we will see you guys next week.